Hello and welcome. My name is Seshu and I'm part of Net Experts Academy. So this is the lab that I'm going to do it now. So as I explained to you earlier that I'm going to configure Static NAT in FortiGate Firewall. So in case if you missed out, you can please watch my previous video which I explained to you what I'm trying to do. Just you can come back again and you can see the how I'm going to deploy this. So before I'm going to get into my lab, I just want to open my GNS here and I'm going to show it to you the fresh topology that I'm going to configure. So I'm going to say that this is my FortiGate lab and FortiGate, this is going to say static NAT, and today it's the date is, you can consider like 25th, that's good, 25/07/2026, and this is my lab one. Then you can say, okay. So now, first of all, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the FortiGate firewall here. Let's take a FortiGate firewall. And this FortiGate firewall, most of the time, what I'm trying to do, guys, I want to access from my physical PC. So my physical PC, which is running on 192.168.254 network. So for that, what I'm trying to do now, let's take a cloud. So I'm going to take a cloud. This is my cloud. So I'm going to connect the cloud directly to the FortiGate firewall on port number 10. So Ethernet 0 is connecting to port number 10. So here, port number 10, what it will do, it's going to act as a management interface in my FortiGate firewall. That's what mine. Because if I don't configure port number 10 into my local network, I can't access my FortiGate firewall from my physical PC. That's why I'm trying to do this. Okay, my physical network at my home, which is running 192.168.254. So I'm going to assign the one of the IP address from the same subnet. I'll show it to you those configurations. And also I'm going to take one router. Let's consider like this is my ISP, router 1. So let's consider this is connecting to the ISP network. So we can say that it's connecting on Ethernet 0 and port number 1, which is connected there. So here what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm going to take one Windows PC. So you can see here I have Windows 2012 PCs there. So this PC I'm going to take it and I'll connect directly on my router. Because what I'm trying to do, guys, for you to practice, that's why I'm trying to show you this lab. For you to understand, this is my 2012, okay? And consider that this is my ISP network. So in case if you want to add some kind of symbols and all, you can able to add it. But for you, I just want to say, this is my ISP network, okay? Because whenever you are trying to practice, think that this is your ISP network. Let's say in the style, I'm going to change the color orange. Line. Say okay. Now I'm going to take one layer 3 switch here. So let's take my layer 3 switch. From the switch, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect a PC, which is my virtual PC. Then after that, I'm going to take a router here. So let's take a router. This is router 2. So the target is that whenever you're trying to access from outside, so basically this is a different customer and this is the different customer. Okay, guys. So if you want to differentiate that, you can just take a square and you can just draw it. So I'm going to connect here. So this is the, then after that from here, I'm going to connect here on port number 2. Okay, guys. That's the beauty of it. So port number 2. So this is my laptop policy. But if you guys feels that, hey, I'm getting a bit confusing on that part, you nothing to worry, guys. For you, what I'm trying to do, I'm going to make it as a square here so that you will understand. I'm sorry for it. Okay. Just click outside. Sometimes the objects are going to combine. Yeah? So let's consider like this. So consider this is your customer A. Okay, guys, this is your customer A. That's very, very important that everybody needs to understand. So just take a text here, then write here customer A. All right. So take this guy and keep it here. This is customer A. And right click, just right click, duplicate. Take this guy. He is customer B. Okay, guys. He is customer B. So clear? So this is customer A and this is customer B. In between, we configure the ISP network. Okay, that's it. Now what I'm going to do, let's power on this. Says that's your laptop policy, guys. So here what I'm trying to do now, in case still I'm feeling like, let's say that this customer, maybe you think that he has to get the real internet or anything, still you can do that one also. But right now, I don't want to do those things. But if I get a time, definitely I'm going to show it to you those. Let's imagine that this is my lab setup. Okay, guys. So here, what I'm trying to do, I'm going to configure 89.98.99.0. That is the subnet that I'm going to configure it here. So what I'm trying to do, I'm going to take a text for you. Then I'll show it to you 89.98.99.0/28. That's what I'm going to configure it here. All right. And say duplicate, then here I'm going to configure 78.87.88.0/that. That's what I'm going to do here. Okay, guys. So it's purely your choice how you want it. Okay. So if you want something, you can do it as well. So, but my concern is that, guys, always the first impression is always the best impression, guys. Yeah. So always when you are trying to project something to your customers, always my recommendation is that you can do the proper topology. The design part is very, very important. Yeah, this is okay for me. Clear? These are the subnets that I'm going to do it. So first thing, let's go and configure my router one. Just double click on. So you can see that I got a console access. So simply go to router one. Then after that, you can simply say conft interface E0/0. Then IP address 89.98.99.1. So basically, guys, the very important thing, if you are going to see my previous videos, you will get to know exactly how I did this, right? I will show it again 89.98.99.0/28, right? So /28 is nothing but what? If you see in the last octet, up to these three octets, these are the 24 bits. In the last octet, the 4 bits we converted from the host to the network. So which means always the network bits we are going to represent as a 1. So after 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So these 4 bits remaining the host. Okay, only 4 bits we converted. So what is the bit values here? 128, 64, 32 and 16. So here 128 plus 64, 192. 192 plus 32, 224. 224 plus 16, 240. So here the subnet mask is 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 240. That's the subnet mask, guys. Correct? Now you can see the last bit, which is 16. So here, whenever you are going to divide, like how many IP addresses in this subnet you are going to get means, you need to know, for example, you can see 89.98.99.0. That's your first subnet. And what is the next subnet means you need to see the last bit. The last bit is 89.98.99.16. Then what is the next? 16 plus 16, it will be 32. What is next? 32 plus 16, you need to say it's a 48, like that case. So now you can see here the first subnet that we are going to use it in our lab. So here, this is the second subnet. This is third subnet. This is fourth subnet. So the second subnet, the previous value is dot 15. And what is the range? It's going to start from dot 1 to dot 14. So these are the valid IPs. So in this subnet, this IP address we can call it as a network ID, and this one we can call it as a broadcast ID. And in between whatever IP addresses are there, those IPs we can call it as a valid IP addresses. That's very, very important that you need to understand, guys. Again, if you are going with another subnet, the network ID is .16 and the broadcast ID is .31. And what are the valid IP address here? .17 to .30. These are the IP addresses, guys. So in this subnet, you are going to get total 14 valid IP addresses. But actually, the subnet size is 16. But we don't use -2. Why -2? One for network ID, one for broadcast ID. Other than this, the remaining IP addresses, we can call it as a valid IP addresses. That's very, very important, guys. Because whenever you are going to see in enterprise networks, the enterprise customer is going to tell you, boss, we have a public IP range. But make sure that you need to understand what exactly this public IP range. It's very, very important, guys. Okay. I hope this is clear for everyone. Yeah. So now let's go here that I'm going to type it here dot one. Then after that 255.255.240. I'm sorry, 240. Now you can say no shut. That's it. And again in other side, which is interface is 0 by 1, IP address 78.87.88.1, 255.255.255.252. Why? Because this side I'm just making as a /30. Then you can say no shutdown. That's it. I hope everybody is clear, guys. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do now, I did the configuration for verification purpose. I'm going to type do show IP interface brief exclude unassigned. So these two public IPs that I configured here because single service provider. You got it? Imagine yourself, but usual in enterprise, mostly at the ISP side, there is a multiple routers that they are connected each other. Might be they are going to use the BGP and all. If you are going to give me a comments, definitely I'm going to build a perfect lab by using the BGP, guys. Okay. So now what I'm going to do now, so far I have a ISP which is connected to customer A as well as customer B. Let me write it this. So right click on this guy, say duplicate and go here and keep it here. So this is my customer B. That's it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign the IP address on this guy. Wow, my Windows PC is ready, man. So that's okay. Good. Next. Guys, if you need anyone the images and all, you can just give me your comments. Okay. You can just drop me an email so that I'll help you out to provide these images. So that's it. You can say this is my regular password, guys. Say finish. It's ready now. So here what I'm trying to do now, I'm going to give you, like, you can say control alt delete. So log into this. Congratulations, it's getting login now. Perfect. But here one thing you need to understand, guys, the very important is I'm going to give you the IP address and what is the subnet mask 255.255.252 and the gateway is 78.87.88.1. That's what I'm going to do. So first of all, what you guys can do, just right click here, run. Then after that, you can type here ncpa dot CPL. That's it. Now you can able to see the network settings. So double click on your NIC card, then go to the properties. Then after that, you can go to TCP/IP version 4 and give the IP address as 78.87.88.2, 255.255.252, then 78.87.88.1. And my public DNS, I can give it to here 8.8.8 and 1.1.1. That's it. You can say OK now. Say OK now. Then say close. Then click on close. And you can right click on here. I'll say no, thank you. And right click here and go to the run and type the CMD there. Then after that, you can see IP config. That's the IP address that I configured. Can I able to talk to my ISP? 78.87.88.1. You can see here, perfectly fine. And also, can I able to do telnet here? Let's see the telnet service is enabled or not. In case if I want 89.98.99.1. No, the telnet is not enabled here. Did you see that? So for that, what you are going to do, guys, you just go to the control panel. Okay, in case if you want to do some changes here, the date and time settings, those things, everything you can able to do it from here, guys. But my main topic is that I don't want to, go through each and every option, because my main topic is that from my PC, I want to access this router from outside. That's it. So now you can go to the run and you can say control, or else what you can do, when you right click here, there is a control panel. Open the control panel. So once you open the control panel, you can see here there is a programs, right? Or else you can go and see here large icons, then programs and features. Then after that, you can able to see here turn Windows features on or off. Just click on that. Once you click on that area, you just wait for some times. Thank you. Okay, something is happening behind the scenes. Okay, something is trying to load next. What is trying to do? Role based. Okay, thank you. Then next, and you're able to see is there anything service? It's actually a feature. Just click on that. So you're able to see something telnet, right? So I'm going to do both telnet client and telnet server. Both I'm trying to install. So you can see restart the destination server automatically if required. Okay, thank you, no problem. Say install. So it's getting ready now. So meanwhile, what we are going to do now, I don't want to get into that area, guys. Okay. So usually this is the server operating system. That's why you are going and installing this role. Yeah. But usually if you are going with client operating systems like Windows 10, Windows 11, or Windows 7 operating systems, you just come here and do it. Yeah. So now what way I'm going to do now, just double click on FortiGate Firewall. It's ready now. It's going to ask me what is the default username. The default username is admin. What's the default password? There is no password. Say enter. Capital P at the rate SSW0RD. Capital P at the rate SSW0RD. Now go to port number 10. Or before that, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to the global settings of FortiGate Firewall. Set time zone 42. That's very, very important, guys. And set name, set host name. Then I'm going to say FortiGate 01. That's my name. And that's it. You can see the changes. Now config system interface, edit port number 10. Because port number 10, I'm going to assign the IP address. Set IP 192.168.24.11/24. Set allow access, ping, HTTP, HTTPS, SSH, telnet, many things. Whatever you want, you can apply it. Then after that, if you want to see what configurations you've done, you can just type show. Then after that, you can say end. That's it. Okay, guys. Now, if you want to see the routing table, you can say get router info routing table details. Then I can able to see the routing table of your FortiGate firewall. So from here, if you want to ping 192.168.24.1, congratulations. .11, that's myself. I can able to ping. That's the beauty of your FortiGate firewall. Now what I'm going to do now, I need to go to router 2. In router 2, what I'm trying to do, and I need to configure the IP address. But before that, I need to configure port number 2 and port number 1. Then after that, I'm going to configure router 2. So what I'm trying to do here, let's go and access the FortiGate firewall. So how you are going to access? So from your physical PC, you can able to access, right, guys? Type the IP address 224.11. Now it's trying. So it's not able to getting. Why? What's the reason? So try with HTTP. Congratulations. Because guys, sometimes you may find some kind of challenges here. And especially what I noticed here, when you try to access through HTTPS, it doesn't work, especially in the lab environment, but make sure that you try with HTTP and you are able to access it. So here the default username is admin and default password is capital P at the rate SSW0RD. Then after that you can click login. Then say no thanks. Then after that, do you want to set up the dashboard? No at the moment. And it's going to play the same video, guys. I don't want to see this. Say okay, thank you so much. Now this is my FortiGate firewall. So here what I'm trying to do now, you can see here it's reflected, the FortiGate host name, everything got reflected. So just you can just minimize this, then open the network and click on the interfaces. And also one more thing that I want to show you to you guys, go to the system and you can click on the settings. Here there is one of the important thing. You guys can see here there is a ideal timeout. You can see here the ideal timeout by default is 5 minutes, but I'm going to increase to 400. So you can say apply. That's it. Now the next thing is that you can go to the network and click on the interface. Let's go and configure it. Port number 1. And also one more thing, guys, by default you can see port number 1 by default, which is enabled with ping, HTTPS, SSH, HTTP and FMG access. Just double click on here. Then after that, by default it's in DHCP mode. That's why most of the people, they used to say, hey, you can connect directly on port number 1 in case if any DHCP is running in your network. Automatically your FortiGate firewall is going to get the IP address from your DHCP network. But I'm going to select manual here and my IP address 89.98.99.2. One I given to service provider, right? Then /28. That's it. Then after that, you want to allow HTTP? No, I just want to only ping. That's it. And after that, say okay. And port number 2, this is my local network. As I discussed earlier, I'm going to configure 192.168.1.1/24. And I just want to enable ping, that is only for testing purpose. I don't want to enable the DHCP. That's okay for me. Now it's perfectly fine. So now the next thing is that what I'm going to do now, I'm going to configure router 2 as well. So first of all, PC1, I'll give you IP 192.168.1.11/24, 192.168.1.1. That's it. Now I'm going to ping to my firewall 192.168.1.1. That's good. So next one is that this is my router 2, which is here. I'm going to configure this router 2 interface. Interface is 0 by 0, IP address 192.168.1.5, 25.25.25.0. Then no shop. That's it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to enable the, so do I ping 192.168.1.1? I'm able to ping. Of course you are able to ping. That's good. Now what I'm going to do now, I need to write one default route. That's very, very important, right guys? Why it's very important means because this router, it doesn't have any gateway. Okay, in case if you say that say I don't want to, like, I don't want to enable any routing features and all, you can simply say no IP routing. That is one. And you can see when you type Josh IP route, nothing is there. Then say IP default gateway is 192.168.1.1. Now when you type do show IP route here, you can able to see the gateway and you can ping your gateway. And again, what is my plan of action? I just want to configure, I just want to enable the telnet, right? So you can say line console 0. I will give you again same thing, login local. And this is actually my console access, guys. Yeah, login local. Also, I want to tell you I didn't create any username or password. Username admin, privilege level 15, secret Cisco 123. That's it. Now what I'm going to do, I need to go to line VTY, that is related to my line VTY 0/4 login local, logging synchronous and transport input telnet and SSH. This through I'm going to allow. That's it, guys. Yeah, successfully I have done it. In case if you have a doubt, you want to do a telnet by yourself, yes, go ahead, do. telnet 192.168.1.5 admin Cisco 123. That's it. If you type show users, it'll show you, hey, you are the same person you are trying to access from there. Okay, I connected the console is this and through VTY is this only for testing purpose. So just come back because I just want to know whether I'm sure that telnet is enable it or not for testing purpose, guys. Yeah, that's it. Now what I'm going to do now, let's go to the FortiGate firewall. And here I forgot to show it to you something. Oh, this is installed successfully. Close. Okay. Then after that cancel. This is my previous Windows. I don't want to do anything. Say close. Now what you can do, just right click here, go to the run and type CMD. Now you try to do a telnet here and you see enter, telnet is there. So exit or quit. You can simply say quit. That's it. And you can say CLS. Get my point, guys? Then after that, you can simply say minimize. That's it. Now the CMD is ready. The telnet is enabled here. So now the next thing is that what I want to do, as I discussed earlier, when you are trying to type the IP address here, for example, when you type telnet 89.98.99.5, when I hit enter, I should access the telnet access to this device, router 2. So right now, what's the IP address that I'm going to configure it here? 192.168.1.5, and make sure that as per my laptop policy, whenever somebody come from outside with the public IP 89.98.99.5, make sure that the FortiGate is going to receive that and it will forward to this guy. That's what it's going to do. Okay. So I'm going to do a static net here. So for that, what you are going to do now, you can see here, this is my FortiGate firewall. So first thing is that for giving the internet access. So for example, whatever traffic which is coming to my port number 2 means this is my LAN interface. Whenever it's going to get the internet access, first of all, my FortiGate firewall has to have a static routing. So you just go and add the static route. Okay, I'm going to say 89.98.99.1. When I press tab, it's automatically selected which interface is configured there. That's the beauty of it. Clear? Now the static route is added. So now the next question is that here something I just want to do something in my router 1. I will create one loop back like 4.2.2 or 8.8.8 or 1.1.1. Some loop backs I can create it so that these people they can feel that they are getting the internet. You get my point, guys? So how I'm going to do that? Open my telnet, access router 1. Then here you can say interface loopback 8, IP address 8.8.8.8, 25.25.25.25. Interface loopback 1, IP address 1.1.1, 25.25.25. I'm sorry, right, right? So far you have done it. So now if you are going to your FortiGate firewall and from there if you type, for example, you can see here the routing table details. It has a routes, correct guys? You can see there is a default route and I'm going to say execute ping 4.2.2.2. No, I cannot do that. Why? Because I didn't add that loopback interface. 8.8.8. See, congratulations. 1.1.1. Congratulations. You get my point, guys? But still, if you are going to ask me, Seshu, is there any chance that I can able to give you the real internet? Yes, you can do that, guys. I just prepared a couple of videos and I posted there. You just go and access that video and you can able to see. I made it one video called which is ISP network. From there you can able to see it. Okay, let's go back. Let's come back again. So what I'm trying to do now, I just configure it here. But again, the users whoever is sitting here, router 2 or PC1, so will they able to access the internet? Let's duplicate. What is the IP address of this guy? It's a 1.11. Okay. Now what you are going to do, go to this PC, which is PC1, and try to type ping 192.168.1.11 slash T. Now you can see is IP address, that's why he's able to ping. That's good. And I want to say 8.8.8.8. then -2. Now you can see he is not getting anything. But I just want to know whether his information is reaching to FortiGate firewall or not. How I how I know that whether I can able to access the his information or not. It's very simple, guys. There is a command in FortiGate firewall because in troubleshooting section I want to discuss about it, but I just want to show you here itself. Just go here, okay, diagnose, sniff for packet any, then I'm going to say which is anything, okay, ICMP related. I just say that any ICMP traffic which is hitting for, okay, hitting 401. See here where any traffic is hitting, that's good. That's the beauty of this. I can able to see some traffic which is trying to hit from my local network to the FortiGate firewall. Correct? Now you can see here, I'm going to pause this. See here, see here, port number 2, that's my LAN interface. It's coming incoming. So it coming to the inside your FortiGate firewall with the IP address 192.168.1.11 and is trying to go 8.8.8.8. This is your echo request. And again, what the FortiGate firewall has done, it's trying to send this information because it has a default route, right? So the default route is saying that send this information through 89.98.99.1. Okay, and it's sending through this information. It's sending to this port number 1. This is the your next stop, right, guys? And who sent it? Through 89.98.99.2. So ICMP, and it went to this, then it's saying that unreachable. So there is something is wrong, right, guys? You're not able to see that exactly. So what you are going to do now, let's close this window. Just go back to your policy and objects and click on firewall policy. So here, what you are going to do, just add the firewall policy here. That's very, very important. So create new. Then after that, you can say port number 22, port number 1. Now, what's your incoming interface, which is my port number 2? What's your outgoing interface, which is my port number 1? So here, in as per my lab topology, guys, you can see port number 2, which is connected to my local. That is my, through that interface, you are able to receive the information. Port number 1, which is connected to outside, outgoing interface. Now, what's your source? You can simply, if you want, you can write it here, or else you can create an object here. Just click on object. Then after that, I'm going to say my port number 2 subnet. I will say that 192.168. Which is 1.0. That's correct, right? Yeah, slash 24. Then after that, you can say okay. So here, incoming interface is your port number 2, and this is the subnet. Then after that, what's your destination? Internet means you can go anywhere, guys, right? So you can simply say all. What is the service? At the moment, I am going to allow all. Inspection is just flow based. And again, NAT, I'm going to say the NAT, I'm going to enable it. And before I'm sending that, use outgoing interface address. So here we configure 89.98.99.2. So before he's sending to the internet, he's going to use this. Then after that, you can click OK. Now you can see here, whenever the PC1 trying to access 8.8.8 is not able to. Now you can see, after applying this, congratulations, immediately the traffic has started. Did you see this one, guys? And now if you want to troubleshoot the same commands, if you want to try, so you can say diagnose sniffer, packet, any interface. I want to filter only ICMP traffic. Then I'm going to say 401. See here, congratulations. Stop this. Incoming port number 2, I received something that is called in. What's the IP address? 1.11. What's the destination IP? 8.8.8. What is the request? Request for echo request. This request is received and he sent it through port number 1. Where he sent it? He is sending to outside. So through which IP address is used to send 89.98.99.2 and you send it to this destination. Again, this is also echo request, it went there. The reply, it has come from where? Port number 1 and through which IP? 8.8.8 and he's trying to reply back 89.98.99.2. Whenever he received it and what it's going to do, the port number 2 is going to receive that. And what is the source here? 8.8.8 and it's sending back to 192.168.1.11, which means as per the session table which has created, so it knows what is source, what is destination. You get my point, guys? That's the beauty of it here. And also you can see here, I'm going to stop this. Also you can try to ping 1.1.1.1.1. I'm able to see that as well. Correct? That's the beauty of it. Okay. Now that's perfectly fine so far. If you want to see here, so you just refresh it here and you can able to see so how many bytes. So just say refresh, okay, or else you can refresh from here and you can able to see how many bytes you can able to see send or receive by using this policy. Did you see this? Are you clear, guys? Do you see this? That's the beauty of it. You're able to see exactly what's happening, how many packets and all. Okay, now that's perfectly fine. So what is my agenda is whenever somebody coming from outside with this public IP 89.98.99.5, make sure that your service provider is going to receive it and you will send it directly to my FortiGate firewall. Why? Because your service provider knows which subnet is assigned to which customer, correct? So now let's try again here. Go to your Windows PC. Again, hit enter. Nothing. Maybe the request is coming here, but he doesn't know what to do. Now, let's go to the FortiGate firewall. So here, what you are going to do now, let's see here, there is a concept called virtual IP. Just go to the virtual IP, create new, create virtual IP. So I'm going to say access telnet, access telnet and router 2. So then after that, any color if you want, you can change that. Network, what's your interface? You get my point, guys? Through which interface is trying to come? The request is coming to port number 1. Okay, guys. You can see here whenever I'm going to move port number 1, it's showing the IP address. Okay, it's a static NAT. Okay, external IP address. What is the external IP? 89.98.99.5. What is the map to? Which IP address? 192.168.1.5. That's it. Port forwarding. Is there any specific word that you are going to forward? No, I don't want to forward anything. I am just trying to do static net. It's a one-to-one mapping. Say okay. Any traffic, whenever it's coming from 89.98.99.5 and it's going to sending to 192.168.1.5. That's what I'm trying to do. But now let's try again. Is it okay? Let's go and see it. So what you are going to do now, let's go back to my Windows PC. Try again. Do you see here? Nothing. Why? Especially in the FortiGate firewall, whatever you are trying to do, make sure that you need to write a policy. That's why FortiGate firewall, we can call it as a policy-based firewall. So we know that the traffic here, you need to understand very important. The port number 1, which is connected to the WAN, correct guys? So the traffic, how it's going to come, is going to hit my WAN interface. And once in the WAN interface, then we need to send this information to this guy. So we need to write one policy. Incoming interface is your port number 1. Outgoing interface is your port number 2. That's you need to identify that in and out. And you need to select the virtual IP. That's what we configure it there. That's what how the FortiGate firewall is going to work. So now what I'm going to do now, let's go to my FortiGate firewall here and go to the firewall policy and create new. So create new. Then here what I'm trying to do, access router 2 from outside. I can say from outside. So what's your incoming interface? Port number 1. Outgoing interface, port number 2. Source interface, source from where is going to come. So here you can see, are you able to see, is there how you are going to come here? That's very, very important, guys. Okay. And are you able to see anything related to your virtual IP? Are you able to see that? Because here something you need to understand, guys. That is the logic here. So the port number 1 means it's connected to your internet, means the request, it can come from anywhere in the world. That's what everybody will get confused, because I'm not sure, maybe here the service provider has given to different range. Okay, it's a 78, 87, 88 something, right? Or else maybe you can say is coming from 42, 35, some different, right? So it can come from anywhere in the world, so that's why you can say all, but his destination is, this is what you can select. Get my point? And what is the service? I just want to allow telnet, but I just want to give all at the moment to show you. Okay. And again, it's asking to do a NAT. I don't want to do the NAT. Already I'm doing static NAT, right? So I simply can say, okay. Get my point, guys? So I'll explain to you in few seconds. You guys can see here, whatever traffic which is coming from port number 1, which means the port number 1 is connected to my internet and is sending this information to port number 2. This policy is saying that the source coming from anywhere in the world, that's what it's meaning, not from exactly this guy. It can come from anywhere in the world, and make sure the destination is this. I already said that whenever the request coming for 89.98.99.5, then make sure that I'm going to translate with 1.5. That's my external IP. Get my point, guys? And it's going to map to this. Let's go and check it now, how it's going to work. So now you can just try again. So if everything is fine, it should work. If something is challenge, it doesn't work. You get my point, guys? So we need to figure it out. Is there any challenge? So let's go and check it now. Oh, there is some challenge. So it's saying that open to the host on port 23 connection failed. Why it's failed? So make sure that from your FortiGate firewall, is there any chance that I can able to see any logs? Let's go and troubleshoot it, because I'm not sure whether my FortiGate firewall is getting this information or not. How can I check that? I can say here same thing, diagnose, sniffer, packet, any, then I can say anywhere it's going to come. Then this time I'm going to say mm, protocol, I can say 23. What do you say? So protocol is 23, right, guys? So now let's go and see it. What is happening? So there is nothing. So which means either my traffic is trying to hit my FortiGate firewall or not. That's what I need to check. So for that, what I can do, I can say ping 89.98.99.2. I'm able to ping yes 89.1. Can I able to ping 89.98.99.5? Can I able to ping? No. What's happening there? So there is something is wrong. But again, whenever I'm going to say trace RT hyphen D, because usually what I'm going to do, I'm going to troubleshoot these things, guys. Right? So it went super. It's hitting to my FortiGate firewall. So which means there is something wrong in my FortiGate firewall, the policy which I created there. So what I want to do now, let's go back again, close this guy. So first of all, let me check the firewall policy is correct. Is there any traffic is hitting here? Let's go and see it. Just wait for a few seconds. Yes, there is something is hitting, guys. Yeah, something is hitting here. Now that's a beauty. Now what I want to do now, the source come from anywhere. Now I need to go to my virtual IP. Just double click here. Wow, there is some hit count 1.5. So now 192.168 dot, is it correct? By the way, whether my there is something is wrong here. Guys, I just want to tell you what I notice here. You can see in the router 2, basically I found one challenge, guys. Must enable IP routing. I will do one thing. Do show IP route. This is general problem, guys. 1.5 is perfectly fine. Ping 192.168.1.5, 1.1. So I'm enabling routing. Then after that, I'm enabling IPsec. Okay, do show IP route. That's fine. IP route 0.0.0 192.168.1.1. That's okay for me now. Now you can type do show IP route. That's good. Do ping 5.5 sorry 8.8.8, right? Congratulations. 1.1.1. That's also congratulations. Okay, guys, this is one challenge that I noticed, but let's go and try now. Congratulations. Did you see that? Now, when you type username admin, password is Cisco123. Now you can type show IP interface brief. That's it. Show running configuration. You can able to see this one, guys. And also, if you see here, do show users, you can see it saying that hey, somebody comes with this public IP. You got my point, guys. It's very, very important that you need to know, because sometimes, see, you are set up here router 2 as a normal PC. Like you said that you disable the routing and all. But when you disable the routing, make sure that it doesn't work what you expected. That's what I noticed. You get my point, guys? So here, the very important thing that you saw it, what I'm trying to do, because the request what happened is not reaching to this guy due to some reasons. Okay, but maybe you have a question. Say, so why? Because since you given as a IP default gateway and all, but still why it's not able to route? Because the problem is that the router I'm going to make it as a normal PC. You get my point? So there is some challenges. Yeah. If you know that challenge, you can just post it here, or else you can see here simply by doing this lab, you can just type IP routing you can enable and write the default route. That's it. Now it's perfectly fine. You can see here. So I just want to exit from here. I can see the connection is lost. And again, you can type do show users. See, nobody has connected now. So this is what exactly you're trying to do. Maybe you have a question that, so let's say that there is another guy who is sitting here, okay, in his router, and this guy is connected with maybe the network switch, or maybe this guy is connected with one more PC, Windows PC. And from this PC, let's say that he just want to access this telnet. Can I able to do that? Of course, buddy, you can able to do it. Because see here, what we did here, if anybody comes with 89.98.99.5, we clearly said that go to 192.168.1.5, which is this guy. So he will send directly. But is there any chance that you are going to prove this one's issue? Definitely, man, I'm going to prove this. Yeah. So if you just see here, and this time what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take one more router here, then I'm going to show it to you. Are you ready? Okay, let's go and do that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take one more router. This is a little bit lengthy, guys. Don't feel bad, because I just want to show it to you. That's what my intention. So directly I can connect router 3 here. Yeah. So let's go and take a router E0 by 2. Okay. This is considered like another location. Okay. and this guy. I'm going to configure here the different range of IP address. So let's right click. So I'll give you like 68.86.88.0/30. This is the IP address range that I'm going to use. Let's start this guy. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, this is router 3, correct? This is router 3. And in router 1, first I'm going to configure it, right? So what I'm trying to do here, let's minimize this one. Then open the telnet and meanwhile open router 3. Go to router 1, that is the ISP. So I just want to configure interface 0/2. IP address 68.86.88.1. Then 255.255.252. And you can say no shutdown. Then double click on router 3. Then you can say conft interface is 0/0, IP address 68.86.88.2. So can you check that one time in router 1? Did I configure 1? Yes, that's good. In router 3, 2. Because why is issue? Why you given like a dot one at the service provider? Always remember that, guys. The service provider is going to start first. So that's why I started with 1, and my router side I'm going to configure it as a 2 because it says 30. 255.255.252. Then no shared do show IP self. It's also important, guys. Yeah. Do write memory. That's good. And I want to write one default route, IP route 0.0.0 0.0.0 68 dot sorry 68.86.88.1. Now do ping 68.86 dot I'm sorry 86.88.1. Perfect. Okay, now you can see do show IP route. That's it. Okay, guys. So now you can see here you didn't do anything here, right? In router, in firewall, you didn't do anything. You already written a policy. If anybody comes with the public IP, which is 89.98.99.5, and simply I'm going to send to this guy 1.5. This is what I written there. So the policy, what I mentioned there during my policy, the traffic coming from port number 1 and going through port number 2. So this is my incoming, this is my outgoing. Then I said that the source can be anything. So here the source is this guy, correct? And before, when you are trying from this PC, the source is this guy. So it doesn't matter for me. The traffic can come from anywhere in the world, because in the world the public IPs are unique, guys. It's not going to be repeat. That's why they can come from anywhere. I didn't say particularly the public IP coming from this guy, then only allow. I didn't say that. That's why I said that in my FortiGate firewall policy. You see here, I have written very clearly what I did here. Go to firewall policy. Just wait for a few seconds. You can see here what I written here. The source can be anything, anywhere from, you can come from anywhere, anywhere in the world. This is port number 2, port number 1, source, anywhere in the world. They can come from anywhere. That's not a problem. So that's why I'm trying to prove now. So what I'm trying to do now, I'll go to my router 3, and now I'm going to say telnet, I'm going to say 89.98.99.5. Enter. See? Then admin Cisco 123. That's it. Now you can go to router 2, the real router 2. Type do show users. Did you see? See, this time is showing this, right? He came with this public ID, right? Now you have a question. Seshu, let's say that, what about this Windows PC? Can he able to do the telnet? Of course, buddy, you can able to do the telnet. There's no problem. Enter. See, admin Cisco 123. This here. and type here show users, you will get surprise. See, this is 0, this is 1, telnet session 0, telnet session 1. But how many users like this they can connect to this router? Because it's very simple. You can just go show run section telnet, section line VTY. You can see here is written there 0 to 4, which means 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Already 0 session is connected from my router. 1 session is connected through Windows. If somebody wants to connect, they will use 2, 3, and 4. Total 5 people can connect, guys. That's why some people, what they are going to say, they will say line VT5 0, which means only one telnet session only we can able to establish. You cannot do another session. That's why they are going to say, okay, line VTY 0 space 1, which means 2 sessions. If you say that 0 space 2, which means 0, 1, 2, which means 3 sessions. This is the meaning of this. Many people, in my all the Cisco test books and all, they written there 0 space 4. By default they used to write. But if you want to know exactly how many telnet sessions this router is going to support, you just type here line VTY, just give question mark, you can see 0 space 4. Did you see that? That's the last. You cannot go more than that. You get my point, guys? So that's a beauty of this lab. Okay, guys. So if you guys are finding any challenges, especially, but my personal request is that I'm really sorry for it that I prepared this video almost more than 40 minutes, I think so. Yeah, because I just want to show it to you each and every lab very clearly. That's why my main agenda, guys. Okay. So that's the reason I have taken so much time, but it's very useful and very important session. Okay. I hope this has been informative and I would like to thank you for viewing.